It's a major move right here, baby. You gotta get with it or get lost. You understand?
Yeah. This young Lloyd, reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia.
People are definitely becoming more innovative these days. You know, trying new things and not being afraid to take it there. You know, my only problem was I felt like for a long time music was just content with itself. And for me, I can never be content. It's always another place to take it. It's always a higher level to reach. Don't be afraid to try new things. Sometimes people don't understand change until you prove to them why it's necessary. In our case, we have to be the example. I mean, personally, I just love music, you know, period. Even when I feel like it's saturated with too much of one thing, there's always like a light at the end of the tunnel that kind of pulls me back and makes me love it all over again. You know, I would never say it's dead because I'm here and I'm representing it, you know. I've witnessed a lot of growth and development amongst my peers, you know. Only a few years ago, I look at some of the older videos, like the older Outkast videos, and you know, you just kind of look back and say, man, that was me, you know. Now that we're older, I really think it's changed because, for one, when I was younger, people would really take the time out to try to develop an artist. You know, they would sometimes it would take a year to make a record, and you would practice. They would have media training. I mean, they would really prep you for what's going on. Now it's like you kind of have to have a following already before people are interested. You know, a lot of artists are taking a more controlled route with their careers and forming their own labels, their own companies, signing their own artists. You know, great example would be T.I. in Grand Hustle. You know, here you have an artist who pretty much put out an album through a major, didn't like the results, and just took it back to his neighborhood, started making mixtapes and promoting himself, and now he has one of the most successful labels. You know. Also often, people kind of point the fingers when things don't go right. Oh, it was the label's fault. Or, oh, it was this person's fault. When ultimately, it's all kind of up to us. So what I decided to do was kind of take my destiny into my own hands. I took this song, I sent it to Lil Wayne, who's a good friend of mine. He pretty much gave me like 4 or 5 verses to choose from. I had to mash it together. And what I came out with, I felt was very special. So I kind of leaked it to radio in Atlanta, and from the response at home, it grew and spread to secondary markets, Savannah, Macon, Albany. From there, I'm in New York City at the Vibe office. So, you know, people always ask me, did you expect to get this kind of response? I never expect for my music to be appreciated so much the way it is. For me, I remember just yesterday, it was like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, you know, what if I had a record deal? What if I met Vibe? What if, you know, just what if I had a music video? What if I had the opportunity? And the fact that God has blessed me with this opportunity, I'm really trying to take full advantage and just kind of let my music speak for me, man. The whole Ink family is like a big family, you know, and the thing about a family is you don't always get along, you don't always see eye to eye, you always have your differences, but at the end of the day, that's what makes you closer, that's what makes you stronger. For me, I just been so focused lately that, you know, sometimes I have to separate myself from everyone in order to kind of find my zone, you know. Shani, she's reached out to me along the process of making an album. It's just like, great song, kiddo, like, I'm very proud of you, that kind of thing. I always knew you was gonna be the man you are today. And, you know, Shani was one of the first people who helped me bring my vision to life. You know, what up, Bon Bon? First of all, I gotta say hey to the Street Love crew, which is me, Big Reese, and Jasper. You know, we just pretty much figured that the one thing that kind of separated us from the pack is the fact that we have the ability to blend the best of both worlds, you know, to bridge the gap between R&B music and hip-hop music, and to create one sound, which we call Street Love. A lot of times you buy an album, it's a lot of features, you don't really know whose album you just bought anymore. For me, I want to showcase my talent and let people know that I can hold my own, and anyone who's involved is like a legend in their own right. So far, Lil Wayne, Andre 3000, and Nas is featured. You know, the most frustrating thing for me is having to sit on the sideline and watch the game, knowing that I should be a part of it, and if I only had the opportunity to change the game, I would, you know. And I just had this music kind of lying around, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I just kind of took my career into my own hands. Jazzy Faye is like my musical mentor, and up until a few months ago, I always wanted to work with him. I had the chance to. We recorded a few songs. The first few songs was very special, you know. And Jazzy's business partner and my business partner, his name is Nooney. And Nooney kind of got his start with Toon Time, managing producers and writers. You know, he pretty much told me that I'm the architect of tomorrow, and I can manifest my own destiny if only I put my mind to it. So we kind of teamed up and just acted independently, promoting and marketing and just getting out there doing shows. You know, we just worked as a team, and because of their help and guidance, now I come into it with my own production company, Young Gotti Music. I'm able to executively produce all my albums thus far, and I'm very much more confident in what I'm trying to do, you know. The name of this song is called You. It was written by Jasper Cameron, who also co-wrote Promise by Sierra. It was produced by Big Reese, who is formerly of the group PA, and also worked with Mariah Carey, T.I., and Rick Ross, just to name a few. And I'll give you a sample. It's a remake of Spandau Ballet's True. So, let me try something. Stop, wait a minute. The way you move that, girl, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. Girl, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. Wanna see what it do. Can I be for real? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right, and I just wanna chill. So let's dip up out of here. Let's dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you. For me, I do music because I love music. I don't do it for money, fortune, and notoriety, fame, those kind of things. I think anytime you do something from here, from the heart, and it's genuine, people can understand it and they can relate to it. And man, I just encourage every young person out there to follow your heart and chase your dreams, because they come true, you know, and I'm a living testament to that.
But I changed the game for you. Wanna see what it do? Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of here.